Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Payal and I recently traveled to Japan for my personal trip and I thought I would want to share my experience about my travel. But starting first, I would actually want to take you to the Japan shopping hall, which means Japan is crazy for shopping. You get some really good deals, you get better products at a cheaper rate that we get it in India or any other country probably. And I have got my hands on some really selective products and some products which are very famous there in Japan, right, and which usually tourists pick up as back home. So let's get started. So I would want to actually show you one thing, which is if you get any products from a departmental store or a duty free store or a pharmacy and you want to get it tax free, they usually give it to you in this kind of packet, which is actually sealed, which means you cannot open or consume this product while you're in Japan. So as long as you're okay to bring back this product in India and use it, it's fine. But if you want to use it in Japan, then you'll have to opt out of tax free and consume that over there itself. So let's get started. I've got my hands on very famous thing, which is the Kit Kat. Amazing flavors of Kit Kats, right? There are very different flavors which I've never seen anywhere else so far. There is strawberry, there's matcha, there is a classic Kit Kat flavor, there is Mount Fuji, which is very specific to Japan. While I had picked up one of that, I have actually consumed back in Japan. It was too good. It was, really nice, right? But as a souvenir to give back to my family and friends, I have picked up strawberry flavor. Again, I would say very classic. And these packets are actually good if you have to bring it as a souvenir and gift it to anyone. I think this cost for around 247 yens, right? And it has 10 of these strawberry flavors. So this is one packet, this is one flavor of packet which I've picked up. Then this was matcha. How else you cannot have matcha when you're in Japan, right? So it's matcha everywhere, right, and everything that's there. So I picked this one of matcha. I wanted to really get my hands on and try. And then I've got this gold flavor. I think this is a mix, like a classic one. This has 9 pieces in it. So moreover, the pricing for these packets are around 247 yen to 50 yen around, right? So it's way affordable if you have to give it as a souvenir. And then I've got the strawberry flavors once. I think I'm personally loving this flavor myself. So much of these packets that I've got. So yeah, these were about the chocolates. The next one that I've got is about this face mask, right? So this is so you'll have to actually go to the Donkito store. It's a departmental store and it has everything that you need to buy from Japan. So from lifestyle apparel, bath products that are there, chocolates and souvenirs. They have, I think, 6 to 7 floors. I visited the Donkito in Tokyo. I will put this in the description, the link. And I found it's a one-stop for all the products that you actually need to buy from Japan. So starting here, I've got the rice face mask. I have actually used this once and I've really loved the way it feels on my skin post using. I would recommend anyone who wants to try this. This costed me 1000 yen, but I have also checked they had some bundle offers where you get 3 for 2000, something like that. But I just got one for myself because I actually wanted to test and see if it really works or not. But it's a good buy. Apart from that, I've actually picked up very random stuff. Okay. So I have picked this dry shampoo sheet. So I think I've got this for 300 yens and this is 12 sheets in this packet. I have always used dry shampoo on my head, right? It's a quick fix when you're in a rush, but I wanted to give this a try. So very randomly picked this one. I can also share my experience on this on another video that is there. So this is the second thing that I've picked up. The third one is this cute purse, which I can actually hang it in my handbag. I don't know, I just loved it. It's Hello Kitty kind of it, and it's flurry. It has a zip. It's fun. I found it's very cute, so I just picked it up. Another cute thing that I picked up is this Hello Kitty again. So basically I've seen Japan is famous for Hello Kitty products, and this is one. It's a hook kind of thing. Actually, you can put in anything that I need to hang in. Probably even use it in my handbag. So yeah, this is one more thing. Then I have picked up one mascara. So I have picked it in the black shade, right? And I have heard and seen that Japan mascaras are very famous, right? So I wanted to put my hands on this, and I believe that this makes this as some award that they have received again for this particular product. I don't actually recollect the price of this, but let me try it on and I can share my experience with you. So the next thing that I picked up are fridge magnets. For me personally, fridge magnets always are memories that I get back from the trip, and my fridge has to have that one particular magnet from the trip. So I have picked this one. This actually shows whole of Japan. It has Mount Fuji, it has the Tokyo Tower, it has the bullet train. It's really cute. So this is one magnet that I picked up, and the other one is this is the Fushinama temple that is there. It has this orange structure which is right now very famous on Instagram if you see it across, and I found this very cute. So this is one of it. Apart from that, I picked this sunscreen stick. It can act as a reapplicator on your makeup in case if you want to do a touch up on your face with the sunscreen. I think this is in a powder form. I'm going to use this and share my experience in another video. This is slightly pricey. I think it costed me around 3,299 yen, which is approximately like 1800 INR. Definitely going to share my experience in another video. Other product that I picked up is the stain removal. Again, this was one of the viral products that I've seen before I traveled to Japan, and I thought I should get this one. It is a pen kind of an application, and it removes the stains immediately from the cloth that is there, right? So I'm going to use this and share my experience with you. Apart from this, I have got a mask, right? So I've seen a lot of Japan, the nationals using masks while traveling and in public places. So I've got this. I want to see if it's better in terms of quality, and randomly pick this up actually. So this is about what I got from the departmental stores and pharmacy. The next is the Uniqlo shopping. So I have seen a very different variety of products that are available in Uniqlo in Japan, comparatively cheaper than what you get it in India. I had few picked up for myself personally, and one of which is this is a cute Super Mario t-shirt, right? It's in a graffiti. I've actually picked up a pair. This is for me and my husband. I want to tune in with him sometime. The fabric is obviously super good because it's Uniqlo. I think this pricing is 1,990 yen, and then it has a 10% of tax fee on this, and got it last moment from the airport. Really cute one, yeah. And apart from this, I've also picked up this all resin camisole for women. This is in white color. Again, the fabric is really good. I checked this online. It was slightly cheaper than in Japan than what you get it in India, and I'm going to try this one as well. So these are the few things that I've got from Uniqlo. Talking about Uniqlo, the pricing range is almost 40 to 50% lesser than what you get in India. So if you need certain things from Uniqlo, like there were a couple of linen shirts that my husband had got, and he had got a great deal on it for I think for around 5,000 yen. He had got 3 pieces of it, which is very cheaper when you compare this to India. So Uniqlo is a must try in Japan. In case if you want to buy certain things, you can do a research online and get your hands on Uniqlo as well. Okay, so one more thing that I've got is this is an Apple Watch. This is an SE version of my watch, and so I've got this studded kind of a case for my watch, and I found this really good. It makes the dial look little larger in size, and it looks really great on the hand as well. If you see, yeah, it adds a glamour, a little glitter to my watch. The next few things that I'm going to show are going to be about shoes, bags, and watches. More on the what we actually wanted to buy. These are few products that we explored and bought it randomly, looking at the past suggestions that we have got from different reels. But let me talk about Onitsuka Tiger. So I think I have visited every store in every location that I've been, whether it's Osaka, Kyoto, or Tokyo. I've visited almost every store of Onitsuka Tiger. Reason being, I personally like Onitsuka, and my husband is a big fan of these shoes, right? So it was a hot deal too. Let me show it to you. So I have got these plain black Mexico 66. I think we got this for around 13,500 yen, which is approximately like 8,000 INR. Again, this is a tax-free product, right? I have got another pair of this. These are the white new ones. They look really cool, and obviously the shape and the detailing is different than the regular Onitsuka shoes, right? So again, this would be roughly around 10,000 INR, right? So these were like hot picks for my husband. So Onitsuka Tiger is really famous in Japan, right? They have almost stores in every mall outlets, right? So over there. I also visited the one in Ginza. So we have this customization of shoes where you can have your initials on it. This happens usually in one store, which is in Onitsuka, which is in Ginza, right? Okay, so the process is very different. In case if you want to get your initials on your shoe, first of all, this store is usually very crowded, and you need to actually book an appointment to get in there, right? So the store opens around 11 a.m. If you go first thing in the morning and you take your coupon or the booking ID, right, you will get an automated email on your phone once your slot is at that time, right? So you can reach there and you can still roam around in the city and then come back. It's usually easy. It's not difficult. But taking an appointment is something that you need to go. You will not be allowed to enter the store on the spot, which means appointment is that what you need to do. We also did take our appointments. Sadly, we didn't buy any shoe where we had to customize. So Mexico 66 doesn't have the customization of initials on it. And I personally did not pick up any Onitsuka for myself in this trip. But yeah, in case if you're interested, I will also put a link of the store, because there are multiple outlets of Onitsuka and Ginza as well, which might be confusing. Maybe it will help out to you. So you can visit the store, you can take your coupon and then come back and shop. There are variety of shoes across in different outlets. Like there were certain shoes which we saw in one particular outlet but were not available in the other outlet. However, I would not say there's a massive difference. You can always figure out, and it's easier. You can also go on the website, shortlist, and then visit the store. I think that would be easier and also save time. So the next one is, since I didn't pick up Onitsuka, I picked up a very unique Samba for myself. So this is the one that I've picked up. I really like the color of it. It looks like bluish and grey, and it's a little shiny. May not be very clear in the video. And these laces, these are very cute. These are big, light baby pink laces. I really like the detailing of it. I'm very excited to wear this and pair it out with one of my outfits, and definitely share pictures with you guys. So this I got it around 18,600 yen, so would be around 11,500 INR. Slightly expensive, but this I got it from a local market store, because I was not able, this particular shoe was out of stock in all the outlets that I have been, and I did not wanted to miss on this, so I got myself this. So the next one I picked was the fragrances. So this one fragrance that particularly caught my attention was from My Only Fragrance. It's a shop where you can actually explore 40 to 50 odd fragrances, where it's fruity, floral, aquatic and woody, right? So I chose this, which is the tone of fruity and floral. It's called Iroha. I would also put a link in the description in case if anybody wants to explore this particular store, because they have really good fragrances. And this costed me around 5,000 yen as far as I remember, so would be around 3,000 INR, but the fragrance is worthwhile, and this is an EDP. It stays longer, and I'm in love with this perfume. Next up is this watch which I've got. It's a fossil watch. It has a blue dial and it has crystals across the hours. I love this watch personally because I was looking for a blue dial watch and it was at a decent rate. I thought to grab it, so this I got from one of the duty free Lotte duty free shop in Tokyo, and I can put it in the description if anybody wants to visit, because they have amazing collection of watches and scarves and bags and shoes which would be on discount. So next one is something very close to my heart, a personal favorite, that is coffee. I love coffee. I've been exploring different cafes and coffee shops across whenever I'm traveling. So this is one of my personal favorite, which is Bacha Coffee. Bacha Coffee is it's established in 1910 but not available in all countries right now. It's in a very selective locations. I had visited one in Singapore back then, and now this time I got the opportunity to visit it twice. Once in Ginza and second at the Hong Kong International Airport. Yes, so this pack has 12 coffee bags. I'm going to use this over a weekend and enjoy a nice good hot cup of coffee and give you the review of it. So the last one I want to talk about, my visit to Gotemba Mall. It's an outlet store which has massive discounts of 60 to 70% on all the brands that are there. It's a real deal to visit the store. So this is near to Mount Fuji. I'm going to put the details in the description box so that you can plan your day well in case if you want to go there and explore the shopping over there. I personally picked up 2 handbags. One is the classic Kate Spade bag. This is a classic tote that I've got. I personally love. I'm not a big white color fan, but I've still picked this one. And this is this cute Kate Spade pouch of it. This is a tote and I love this color. Apart from this, I have also picked up an MK bag. Like this is like a regular handbag that I can carry to work. It came with 2 additional pouches, like these 2, which I can actually, there's a string which you can actually use it outside as well. So this was a steal deal for me. I've got this bags at a massive 60% discount, and I personally love the collection. So there is no end in case you want to explore. There is Michael Kors, there's Coach, there is Gucci, there's Versace. There are endless brands. You need to plan your day well in case if you want to go and visit Gotemba Mall. So that's it from the Japan shopping haul. It was fun shooting this video and sharing my collection that I've got from Japan. I would be putting the information links in the description box for certain outlets that I've visited. Please feel free to comment on this video. Please help like and subscribe on my channel. And I'm hopefully coming back with a new video about the detailed itinerary, how to travel from Mumbai to Japan and explore certain places. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.